Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the How to Build series where we're going through every single champion in the game, and I'm putting together a quick guide for newer players who need a little guidance on how to gear a champ, where to use a champ, how to use a champ, things like that. So I won't be going into masteries and later game builds because that gets a little specific based on how you want to use someone. So quick guide for the newer players. So let's go ahead and jump into it with Bloodpainter. Now Bloodpainter is one of my first loves in this game. I'm a big fan of Bloodpainter. I really like him. He did a lot for me in the game. Until I was able to outgrow him a little bit, when I pulled my Seeker. But I am actually a big fan of Bloodpainter. If you've seen my Arena Offense 101 video where I show you how to make a beginner cleave team, he's one of the examples I use. And even though he's not farmable, it's not crazy to think you'll ever pull him from an Ancient Shard. I'm a big fan of him, so let's go ahead and talk about his base stats real quick. Now, he's an attack champ with almost 16,000 base HP. That's pretty nice. That's pretty substantial base HP for a rare attacker. His base attack is not really that high, so he's not, you'll see once we dive into his skills, he's not really here to be doing damage. So it's kind of interesting that they made him an attack champ and then built him the way that they did. Again, that'll make more sense when we look at his skills. Defense is actually not too bad either for a rare attacker, and then his base speed is 102. Pretty nice base speed, right? Pretty above average base speed. So let's take a look at his skills. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 15% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 1 turn. So right out of the gate, we've got 2 5% poisons on his first skill. This gives him utility in Clan Boss. This gives him utility in a lot of places, right? You put poison on bosses, they die quicker, and it's nice for Clan Boss. So pretty nice little first skill. Second skill, attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Now, this is just nice that it's an AoE. Decreased accuracy is a nice debuff to land, but as I've said in other videos, you're not typically building around the idea of a decreased accuracy debuff. So if he lands it, great. If he doesn't, fine. Really, what this is an AoE skill. It can be helpful in dragons, and it's nice to land the decreased accuracy debuff, but you're not generally planning around it, right? But where his real moneymaker is here. Fills the turn meter of all allies except this champion by 20%, places a 25% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Now, he is a great budget attack bar booster because he attack bar boost and attack buffs in the same skill. And as I talk about in that cleave offense video, you have certain roles you need to fill. One of them is a turn meter booster. One of them is an attack buffer. Any opportunity you get to fill those roles, to fill multiple roles with one champ, you're going to do really well because that opens up more possibilities for the rest of your team, right? So this is really nice for Arena. I did climb up into Gold 4 with him as my attack bar booster and attack buffer. So even though it's not the 50% attack buff, it's a decent enough attack bar boost, and any attack buff is helpful. So really nice on a budget Arena offense team, Arena cleave. Again, can be nice in Clan Boss. You'd have to build him tanky to use him in Clan Boss, and honestly, there's no real reason to build him to do a ton of damage anyway. Only reason I would say build him to do damage with his AoE is if you're going to use him exclusively in Arena offense, and you don't think you're going to be killing first turn every time you go into a fight, so that if he got another turn, his AoE could potentially come in and help you kill, right? But otherwise, there's really no reason not to just build him tankier so that you can take him into Clan Boss, depending on what you have going on in your account, and he could be landing poisons for you. So he's going to do pretty substantial damage in Clan Boss, and he's going to help your team turn cycle, and he's going to attack buff your team, right? So he's a really cool champ all around. Now, as far as how to build him, you want him fast, right? Especially if you want to use him in your Arena cleave, he has to go first. And he has, not only does he have to go first on your team, he has to go before the other team too, because if he doesn't, the whole purpose of what you're trying to do is lost, right? So speed sets for sure. If you only want to use him in Arena offense, you might as well go speed set across the board. Speed is a main stat on the boots. Speed is a main stat on the boots no matter what you want to do with him, right? That's going to be the way to go. No matter what. If you want him to have some Clan Boss utility, then we can talk about life sets and accuracy sets as well, because again, you want him to be tanky, you want him to be able to take hits, and you want him to land his debuffs. So if you wanted to use him in Clan Boss in addition to other places, life set, accuracy set, speed set, would be the ones you would look at. Gloves and armor, you would go HP percentage. Boots, you would go speed. And you would look for accuracy and speed and HP in your substats. If you exclusively want to use him in arena, it doesn't really matter what you put on him aside from speed. So whatever gear you have that has the best speed in the substats, put it on him. Speed sets, speed on the boots, things of that nature. But he's really good in an arena cleave offense. I think he's pretty good in earlier game clan boss. Even in the mid game, again, depending on if you haven't pulled a lot of great champs for clan boss, he can be pretty helpful there too. He can be decent in helping you push through campaign. He can be decent in dungeons, helping you push through the waves, giving you the attack buff, landing the poisons. He does have the AoE. He's got a lot going on. So he's got pretty widespread utility. He's even got a little bit of utility in Fire Knight, technically. He has a multi-hitting first skill, so if you don't have a lot of options for Fire Knight, I was using him in my Fire Knight team for a while as well, because not only is he multi-hitting on the first skill, when the shield is down, he is landing poisons, and he is also helping you turn cycle with this coming around. So overall, I think he's a fantastic little champ. He's a great little budget attack bar booster while you're waiting on your Seeker or your Gorg or whoever it is you might be waiting on. He's an excellent little champ. So that's going to wrap it up for Bloodpainter. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Any comments, feel free to drop them below. Also, I want to say I have a Discord server if anybody would like to join it. The link is in the description, and it's a way to keep in touch with me and the rest of the community. We have mastery suggestion channels where we post mastery builds and show off channels and, just talk about the game. It's a way to stay better connected with us if you have any questions or just want to be part of the community. So you are welcome to join if you would like. There's a link in the description. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.